Welcome to The Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. We have seen some stories. I'm not going to deep dive into either of the stories, but we've seen some things happening with Brett Favre and some money situation, and Ime Udoka, who is the head coach for the Boston Celtics. And there's been some transgressions on his job. Listen, like I said, I'm not going to get into all the details. Y'all can Google and read all the stories. What I am going to say is we have to do better. We have got to do better. As people, human beings, we have got to do better. We all have a past. No one is perfect. Okay, let's just get that straight. No one's perfect. But we have got to do better. We are getting sucked in and pulled down by our temptations, our wanting to cut corners, all sorts of stuff. We're compromising our morals. We're compromising just our good name. And yeah, maybe it's hard to do sometimes. Maybe you have the opportunity to get in where you fit in and nobody will be the wiser. But you know what? It never turns out well. It never turns out well. You'll be going along, everything's fine, and then all of a sudden the whole thing blows up. It never goes well. Sometimes you get to the point where you got to pray your strength. You know when the old church people used to say that? Lord, I had to pray my strength. Especially when you're in Hollywood and all these women are throwing themselves at you because they know who you are and they know what you do. This is professional ball players, actors, actresses, and everything alike, because women be in it too. Don't make it seem like it's just the men out there doing dirt, because the women be in it too. And yes, people have a past. But after a while, it gets tired. After a while, you got to start to question yourself. What are these decisions that I'm making? Because what these people have done are not just going to affect them and their positions and all of that, but it's going to affect their families. It's going to affect their significant others, their children. And that sometimes is not even repairable. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's certain things that you just can't repair. You can forgive anything. You really can. But sometimes the damage is so done that you cannot repair. What I'm going to say, if you have a good situation, if you have somebody who just has your back, I'm not talking about people that have your back for now. I'm talking about people who keep you accountable. You in a relationship, everybody knows you're in a relationship. If you have people around you who encourage you to go left, and they know the person that you're in a relationship with, that is not your friend. I don't care if it's your brother. I don't care if it's your sister. I don't care if it's your ace. Whatever. They are not your friend. If you struggle with some sort of substance abuse, maybe you used to drink, get high, and people know that you're clean and they say, come on, just one drink, whatever. That is not your friend. I don't care who it is. Could be your twin. It's not your friend. Because you should want to see the best in people. You should want to see folks succeed. Helping someone fall off the wagon, I don't care how you want to slide. That's very serious, and that's not cool. I actually had a conversation with someone not too long ago that they felt a little offended that I did not invite them to an event. And I told them very seriously, they were like, you know what? I've been trying to get to this type of event and blah, 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 blah. And I said, can I be honest with you? And they were like, of course. And I told them, I said, listen, I know that you're on this sober journey. And I know that they were going to have like a martini bar where they have like chocolate martinis and all these different flavors and all this kind of stuff. And honestly, I didn't know where you were with that, but I never want to be the catalyst to someone, falling off from their sober journey or whatever the case may be, because you never know what people are going through. And that person said to me, wow, like, sis, I appreciate that. Like, I did not expect you to say that. I said, listen, I didn't want to feel uncomfortable. And it wasn't like it was going to a bar, it was going to a party, but the focal point of the event was this cascading fountain of, it was specifically this martini bar, a new liquor basically coming out. And if you are a person who's struggling with that, I would never want to bring someone who was struggling with that to an event where we are there to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing for me. I had a sip and was like, oh, okay, and keep it moving because it's not my thing. But for someone who is truly struggling to stay sober, or they've been sober for years and years, and sometimes it's a trigger, people going through a lot of stuff right now. People just coming out of the pandemic, trying to keep their head above water. So I never want to contribute to someone going left when they've been trying to stay on the right. So I was very upfront with them, and they were like, good looking out, because they were like, and they have been through some pretty rough things in the past few months. Loss of family members and things of that nature. And I said, you know what, sometimes it takes that one sip, you think you can handle it, just a little champagne, and then, something happens. So I said I did not want to subject you to that. So that was and it was honestly the real reason why I did not include them on that invitation. They were thankful, and they were like, yo, you a real one for that, because I really have, they admitted, they said, man, I came a little close the other night, and I was like, wow. But I could feel it. Because when you're friends with somebody and you really care about them, you can feel those things, and I kind of felt it, and I was kind of checking in a little bit more than I normally do, They always check on me, so I return the favor and check on them. But I was doing a little more checking in than normal because, and I'm a person that don't even check in like that at all. I'm just not good that way, but I could just feel that in the air. So I was glad that I was getting the right vibe. But that's what you do when you care about people. And this is a long-time friend from, probably junior high school. But when you care about people and you want to see the best for them, this is what you do. And I told them they need to speak to their significant other and say, listen, I'm struggling. And they said that's what they were going to do. So I left it there. But again, therapy, it works. And you think you running around being Gigolo Sam or whatever like that. It's just you having fun. Nah, you trying to fulfill something. You're searching. You remember that song, Roy Ayers, Searching? Searching, searching. Yeah, that's searching. You're searching for something. And it's not being fulfilled. You may not be a religious person, and that's up to you. We do God over here. It could be just that. It could just be you just lay in the bed and just say, God, what do you want for my life? Because I've been doing it my way the whole time, and it's just not panning out. So what is it that you would want me to do? It doesn't mean that God is going to call you to preach. It doesn't mean that God is going to call you fire and brimstone. It just means that you may not be walking in your assignment. You may be running from your assignment. Oh, I stopped running from my assignment some years ago. A changed life, for sure. That doesn't mean it's easy still, but definitely more fulfilled. Definitely more fulfilled. So, anyway, like I said, I don't know what's happening with folks in the world, that they're doing the things that they're doing and thinking that it's okay. Again, I'm not going to dig into these two individual situations. You can Google and make your own opinion about it. But there's something missing in us as human beings, because we're not doing it's like the bad is outweighing the good, and I don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that at all. So I hope that this gives a little food for thought. I hope that this even stirs some people, that if you were thinking of going left, that you say, you know what, let me stay on the straight and narrow, do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Get out here, work, get this bag, and keep my family together. Keep my dignity together, my morals together, whatever. Like I said, nobody's perfect. People have a past. But once you make a decision that you're going to be better, then you need to do better. Stick by that. All right, you guys. Like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Connect with me over on Instagram at Onyx Queen Media. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.